All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast. This is your boy Simbawi Nibaye Jr., aka TK, along with my man Omar Williams. We call him O. Say what's up to the peeps.
What's going on, good people?
It is another lovely Wednesday evening. Y'all know we normally come to y'all on Wednesday mornings, but we're doing special all month long Wednesday evening live video. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. So we are doing it big time here. So y'all know how we do. Now, of course, we're in the PM, but we still gonna get it done. We're gonna do our Wednesday affirmations like we always do. So if you have your affirmations or you got to memorize or whatever you got, let's run through these real quick before we get our evening/day started. And if you're catching the replay of this, make sure you do your affirmations as well. Y'all ready? Here we go. Today will be a good day. Today will be a great day. Today will be an awesome day. Today will be a phenomenal day. Today will be an amazing day. Today will be stress-free. Today will be a stress-less day. Today, I will overcome all barriers that want to block my progress. Today, all circumstances, issues, and situations will line up and work in my favor. Today, I will become better than who and what I was yesterday. I am a go-getter. I am victorious. I am triumphant. I am an overcomer. I never lose. I either win or I learn. I take authority over this day. I will dominate this day. I will conquer this day. And everything that I have affirmed into this day will happen because I am more than a conqueror. All right, let's get it. So do you guys know we are into our women's entrepreneurial series, and today we have another amazing guest with us. Our first interview was Miss Elaine Kennedy. Last week we had the phenomenal chef Katrina, and today we have a wealth guru and inspirational speaker that has an amazing story. So y'all know how we do. We just jump right in. We don't waste no time. We get right into it. So without any further ado, I'm just going to give you guys a real quick amazing bio that we have of her before we get started. So Angel Roberson has a very eclectic background and colorful story with an array of former and present positions and titles ranging from a former teacher, news and reporter anchor, ghostwriter, and an author. Angel just keeps it moving. She's written, produced, directed, and toured stage plays at universities, colleges, and churches with a cast of inner city youth and young adults, as well as clocked in more than 3,000, count them, 3,000 hours of volunteer work, including with AmeriCorps, Arkansans for Life. Hope I said that right. Their Angel Project for ministry and for other notable causes. She is currently the youth director at New Faith Church in Little Rock, Arkansas. And what brings her heart the most delight is being the mother and a godmother and knowing the impact she's made in the lives of youth and homeless people. She grew up in what is and is still considered one of the toughest communities in her hometown of Shreveport, Louisiana. There she learned what she calls, quote, the power of love over money, but the importance of both. She is currently an insurance agent, realtor, and president of the Wealth Generators Club, helping youth and families in the same areas of financial literacy and personal development. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast, none other than the wealth guru herself, Miss Angel Roberson. Welcome to the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me here. And thank you for that warm introduction.
Oh, so deserve. I almost don't think I did it too much justice. I'm like, this woman just like the bio just speaks for herself. Like the podcast is over. Let's go home. So Angel,
You're too
yeah,
kind. You really, truly are.
listen, when you have a bio that's lengthy, and I have to say, look, let's get the important parts of this and bring it down. That's a strong bio right there. That's a strong bio. So we're gonna jump right in. So Angel, let's give us some background on you, your history, your story, so everyone kind of gets an idea. I mean, I've kind of said some of everything, but you have some other things that I haven't mentioned, just to give them a sense of where you come from and what your background is.
Well, if you want to know where I came from, I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. I had an incredible family, and we grew up in an area that was at the time the largest minority community in the United States. At that time, there were 50,000 people living in that area, and you could matriculate all the way from elementary through school through college there. And there were doctors' offices, lawyers' offices, so many amazing things until it was actually annexed into Shreveport, Louisiana. It was becoming a little Atlanta, if you will, a little chocolate city, if you want to say, thriving. And then things started going down when it was annexed. But one of the things that was really disheartening to me was when I got into high school, I started realizing the reputation that that incredible area had. When I would meet students from other schools, or when I would hear things about us in the news, here I was growing up in a place that was so full of love. I mean, if you did something wrong, all the grandparents down the street would whip you all the way till you got home, and then you had to deal with your own grandmother until your mother came home, or you had to go across the street to your uncle and his wife. It was just this incredible community where everyone looked out for one another. But then I found out that, oh, by the way, your community, they make less income than most people, or because it was a predominantly quote unquote black area, it wasn't looked at that well. And so I just remember when I graduated high school with a great GPA, just thinking, you know, why is it that some people have four-story homes, can travel the world, get all this exposure, and I have the most loving family, but these people are busting their tails every day, working so hard, but without all the things per se. But what I was after was freedom. I knew that my mommy deserved that. I knew my grandmother, I knew my family members deserved that freedom for how hard they worked. And so I, out the gate, out of high school, was allergic to a job. Although my first job was that as a babysitter when I was about 14 years old. I took care of a child and I loved doing it. I was that responsible. But when I would work jobs, I just thought to myself, I just $7 an hour, $8 an hour, trading dollars for hours just didn't make sense to me in the whole scheme of things. So I out the gate began to look for ways to grow as an entrepreneur. And my mommy had been a Mary Kay salesperson, and she'd done some other things that kind of exposed me to the thought that, hey, there are ways to bring in income outside of just working a job for which, you are quote unquote prepped for 12, 13 years going through, junior elementary through high school. So from there, I mean, this is a long story, and I don't want to just, encumber you with this entire story, but I just from there I began to look for these ways. But as life would have it, if you are looking for these to make ways to make this income without working a job, if you don't have some type of mentor or someone in your life, you've got to get out there and get it. You got to find some type of job, because if you're starting your own business, it's almost as if, well, you got to have a certain amount of income to make it while you're building. So life hit me, and it hit me fast. But I'm here to tell you, I made it over lessons along the way. So many hardships, even with natural disasters in 1 year. And then a flood came, and I lost because I was taught. It was my responsibility And plus, what I didn't going to do it. My screen just went black. Can you guys still see me? I had to
We can
tap
see
it.
you.
Can you still see and hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. But and this is after becoming a news reporter. This is after doing so many things. The and they were not conventional ways. I didn't because universe set up. I started believing that I could, and then started knowing that I could, and ways were made for me to be able to do things in ways that people say aren't possible, and that's not true. Literally, anything you put your mind to and you truly believe, a way will be made. And there's a difference between just hoping for something and truly believing. There's a knowing inside of you that kind of causes things to happen for you, and so you go at them regardless of where you are in life with the most amazing attitude, no matter what you're going through. So I've seen God do some amazing things for me because I know that there's always a way. There is always a way. So that's how I ended up kind of where I am without having to go through it to tell you how many years I taught school. I want to hear you now. Have I lost
Gotcha.
you?
No, we're still here, Angel. I think your signal is a little spotty. So, I mean, we still hear you. Just as you get done, we'll be able to come in and chime in. So, no, you're good. You're good. Thank you. So, a lot of information that Angel gave on her background, her story. The funny thing is, she's already answered about 3 of my questions already, which is great because
I
that's just the kind of person that she is. She can go. So, as I said, she's also a inspirational speaker. So, but before we end this out, I'm just going to turn her loose at the end and just let her go for a moment, just to drop some just general nuggets on you guys before we go. So we want to get into the wealth guru side of who you are. So tell us what it is you're doing now with the WGC and what you're doing, how that came to be, and then also some of the struggles you've dealt with, along the way getting there, or struggles that you're going through dealing with now. Because your story is amazing. And as my mentor, Dr. Breakthrough, has said numerous times about you, you are the epitome of a breakthrough-preneur, or a breakthrough, one who just continues to break through over and over again. And you and I know some of those stories of you breaking through. So I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm going to let you tell them about some of those breakthroughs.
I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about in terms of breaking through. I will tell you this, that life happens, right? But you have to live life. I know that recently there are just a lot of things that happened. I lost 6 cousins, my mommy and my daddy, in a very short span. Last year, I was almost killed by a brown recluse spider. A lot of people don't know that I lost a nice chunk of my body, and I'm talking about to the point where they call it a deformity, which it is. And so, while I am oftentimes inspiring others, there are tests that I'm going through and people have no idea unless I literally am so close to them. Being an introvert, there are very few people. Now, Dr. Breakthrough is one of them. I will tell him certain things because I understand he has that mindset, and he's a mentor for me as well. You follow what I'm saying? That I always know he's not going to go, oh, woe is me. He, of course, is going to be touched by my infirmity, if you will, and understand that, hey, that can do something to me, but he's going to make me rise above it. So understand what I'm saying to you. Life has come to try to kill me, if you will, without having to go into the story, because I believe everybody I look at, everybody I see has something that's trying to destroy them. I already know that, right? But you also have life, and God breathing that life in you, and your attitude and how you see things is going to determine how you go through something. So I get that. We all have to go through things, and it's how we go through that matter. So when you start talking about stories, yes, I can tell you some things that have happened where people are saying, you've got to be kidding me. But a lot of that stuff I don't want to divulge right now, if you will, except to let you know that I've been through it all down to almost being murdered by someone. I mean, literally,
Wow.
some horrible no no but with the WGO, an insurance agent, educator, that is so important to me. Money. Please stop chasing money. You know what I'm saying? And that up. And we need to become prosumers as, or we need to really balance prosumerism as and consumerism, if you will. And the problem is most people consume more than they produce. We would be in a very good place, almost all of us, if we stop trying to live above our means. You don't have to live off liabilities. I proved to my students once how you
She
make
got
room
kicked
for
off.
inflation.
Yep, we got her. Yep, there
Okay.
she is. We got you.
Oh, you lost me again?
Yep, we got you.
Okay, well, I'm so
We're
sorry
back.
that this is happening. I'm way out in the country, way out in the
That's all right.
country here
We
in
got you.
Louisiana. So where did you lose me? Where'd you lose me?
We lost you at
The
you were,
prosumers and consumers.
there you go.
Okay, well, I think that people need to ask themselves, like, if you're listening to this right now, what am I really? Am I a prosumer or am I a consumer? And a prosumer versus a consumer. A consumer is people will always they can always con you out of your money. Is the best way I like to put it. Every payday, you're paying Bill, you're paying Uncle Sam. The money is not really yours. It belongs to somebody else. And then you're being conned out of it because all these big businesses, you're paying big business because all these big businesses have already tapped into your mindset so that when you get that check, you're going to go spend it anyway. It's about understanding that you got to produce more than you consume. Produce more than you consume, and you have nothing to prove to anyone. What you need is food. A lot of the things that we purchase, we're helping other people who are prosumers. You follow? They are prosumers. We're helping them to become rich. The prosumer doesn't just go out and buy some Nike shoes they don't need. They've got 14 pairs of Nike. They might buy one pair, it'll last them pretty long, get another pair, and then go get some Nike stock. And then around Christmas, go, oh, I think I'll go buy some Nikes for Christmas gifts. You follow what I'm saying? It's a totally different mentality when it comes to prosumerism and consumerism. So you got to ask yourself, am I being productive? Do I produce more than I consume? Another thing is, when it comes to an emergency fund, I know most of you out there listening, don't have one. You don't have one. An emergency fund today, after COVID, the way the world is changing, is enough money for a year to hold you and sustain you if something like this happens again. So that if you are without a quote unquote job, you don't have to worry about anything for a certain period of time to give you time to get back on your feet without having to be so stressed. And another thing, there are 8 streams of income. Why on God's earth are there 8 streams of income? Yet we go to school all of those years learning so many things that don't have anything to do with much of what you need to go ahead and be a productive citizen. And yet you're taught to have one job. 8 streams of income, but you're taught to have one job. And then sometimes when you get to dabbling in the others, there are forces that don't want you to really earn a lot of money in that space. Yet millionaires have on average 7 streams of income. So I think you need to learn outside of earned income that there's rental, royalty, there's residual income, there's capital gains income. If you follow what I'm saying, all these different types of income that you can build your portfolio with. You follow me? People talk about diversification in your portfolio. How about diversification in your income period? Time is out for having 1 or 2 or 3, most people 1 streams of income. That day is absolutely over. And then have a financial plan. People need to have a financial plan. Most people, in order to really get in good shape, they need a fitness coach. And I'm a former fitness coach, by the way, in terms of a nutrition coach. And I've helped several people lose lots of weight and remain healthy, right? So get a good financial coach, not just for accountability, because more than likely they're going to know a lot more about you than money because they're studying in that space and they are passionate. Some of them, you follow what I'm saying, are very passionate about making sure that you and your family are okay, so you can leave a legacy for your family. There are so many other ways to earn income legitimately in this society. Another thing that I would encourage people to do is learn about cryptocurrency. I see a lot happening in the cryptocurrency space and some people encouraging people to stay away from it. I encourage you to learn what it is, because the idea behind cryptocurrency is something that would help the average person in an incredible way, because the way that we transfer value in this society is such that governments, big banks and whatnot can take advantage of the little guy. If you understand what cryptocurrency is, you'll see, wait a minute, they're onto something here that will help not only have a great transfer of wealth, but really help a lot of people who are locked out of even being able to have things like bank accounts, because they don't have enough money to have even money market accounts, because they don't have the $2,500 to start one. It'll really help people like that. And I don't want to go into that whole lesson about it, but I love teaching about cryptocurrency. And my prayer is that as a lot of companies are working on projects so that we can utilize this cryptocurrency, which is just another form of money, guys, digital money that just doesn't have to go through a bank, and thereby saves us a lot of money, a lot of time in a lot of instances, and keeps us from dealing with some of the corruption that we see within governments and banks with money. And I feel like I'm just going on and on and on and on. But it's very important that you learn what it is, even if you have to just go Google it. What is it actually? Get some lessons on it, or join the Hope Token community, and there are lessons there on it as well. And then another thing, and I promise I'm going to be quiet after this, 401ks are the biggest ripoff. The man who even invented the 401k said that he regretted that he invented it. And I'm going to tell you something. There is such a better. Did I break up again?
No, you're good. I said, preach it. Preach it.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I'm not breaking up on you guys. 401ks. It's amazing how the gentleman who started it, he thought it would be a good thing, but then the businesses get a hold of it and people are being robbed. And for several reasons. Number one, most people know.
That's all right. We'll wait.
What was it?
We got, sound like it was a plane going over the hill or something. No, we good. We got you. Or is that some feedback we got there? Looks like we got some feedback going on there. Hold on.
Is feedback again?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, now it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Looks frozen though.
All right, so hold on. Let's just give her a few minutes, guys. She's a little.
I think it was the Centers of Retirement Research or the Retirement Center, but they did a study. You got about 60 million people right now who are depending on, Social Security and Medicare. And when you consider, 2045, I think they said that's going to go up to like 120 million people. Where do you think the money's going to come from? Taxes don't typically go down. Progressives, they're not.
All right, we lost her again. We'll get her back. We'll get her back. Was that
Are you getting feedback from me?
I am, yeah.
All right, I gotta hold on. Yeah, I need hold on real quick.
I got you. I'll wake you up real quick. I got you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna wait for see if we can get Angel back. But of those of you who are listening, we got some great information coming from her right now, and she's back. I think she might be frozen again, but it's all good. So look, all this information she's given is great information, but you know what? We're not going to let technology stop us. We're going to keep it moving. You know why? Because a lot of what she's talking about is stuff that people need to hear. And so we're not going to let technology and technical difficulties keep us from what we're doing, because this is what happens. This is what happens when people get together and talk about things that others don't want to talk about or won't talk about, and it's something that quote unquote may destroy the upper echelons of people who are doing things. It's like then you have these walls and barriers. That's why we talk about our affirmations. We said what? Today, all barriers that want to come against us are going to fall. So we're not gonna continue to, like, once we get everything together, we'll bring her on back and she can keep on going. All right, we're not going to let those stop. Is that right? Oh, we're not going to let those things stop us.
Not at all.
Exactly. We're not going to let them stop us. Angel, I would let them know that even though we have technical difficulties, and like a lot of what you're talking about is stuff people need to hear and need to know about. And a lot of times we come up against.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. I can't. Well, I will say this. If anyone needs any information, I could give them an email and I can invite them to just sit in and with my team and just learn some of the things that we're talking at wgccar@gmail.com, if you're okay with that, because it's all about educating people. And if you don't mind, also, if you know of any 14 to 26-year-olds, we teach and we give them free financial literacy sessions, sometimes 4 weeks, sometimes a 2 week. When I say 4 weeks, four 1 day, 1 day out of the week, but 4 sessions over the course of 4 weeks, and sometimes 2 sessions, book club, but we're teaching the young people. WGCCAR, which stands for Wealth Generators Club, Central Arkansas, at gmail.com. If you send an email there saying, hey, I'm interested in getting in on a 30-minute session to learn a little bit more about what I can do outside of like a 401k, or I know some young people who may want to attend, because these things are very important. I didn't know this stuff coming up, which is why it's my passion to begin to learn and educate people so we won't be duped by the 2-3% who really want to hoard all the money to themselves and keep us under subjection, if you will. There's just a lot that could be said, and I encourage everybody to get educated about cryptocurrency on your own. Don't let Netflix tell you, because I saw something on Netflix and I said that's quite deceptive what I just listened to. Don't let celebrities tell you. Celebrities do what they do. Let them act. Let them do what they do. And then you read and you study yourself, whether that comes to politics, but when it comes to money, study yourself and know yourself, and that the truest wealth of all is being able to, live that dream you want to, whether that be making $5,000 a month and being free to do the things you want to do. Just knowing that you can do what it is you would want to do if nobody, or if money were not an issue, if it were not an object whatsoever. It's like, this is what I really be willing to do or want to do. That's true wealth. You follow what I'm saying? And from a financial standpoint, just being free to fulfill your dreams. So I'm winding down because I'm always now thinking, I don't know if they hear me or not. So, but thank you guys for inviting me on, and I'd love to hear from some people so we can begin to teach them more about money.
Definitely. Omar, do you have anything for Angel? You want to ask a question, anything like that?
Yeah, I just one quick question. How would you encourage people about crypto after the day we had today?
How would you encourage people about cryptocurrency? And then it went blank.
After today, after the day, like the day that we had today in crypto, it everywhere. Like, so how would you encourage people not to run away, not to jump out?
Okay, tell me this, because I for the last 10, 17 hours or whatever, I haven't been paying attention. How far down did cryptocurrency go overall everywhere?
Oh, it went down.
So
how far? 50%, 30%? Like, how much would you say?
Well, let me just tell you this: Bitcoin hit 20,000.
Oh yeah, that sounds like let me just say something to you. One, for a lot of people, that spells opportunity. Because the best time to buy is when it's what? It's low. But
when it's low.
You have to understand though, Netflix Huh?
That's all right. When she come back, we'll let her finish. It's all good. It's all good. Cause see, this is the stuff people need to be hearing. It's the stuff people need to be hearing. It's all good. It is all good.
You back?
I think she might still be frozen.
Frozen?
I think she might still be frozen. So this is the stuff people need to hear. And so, like I said before, when there's things, information people need to hear, there will be things that try to come against that because now the knowledge and the understanding is now getting out there. And so someone's going to see this and they're going to say, wow, I didn't know X, Y, Z. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that this is the information I can get on cryptocurrency or the information I can get on the value of currency and how things work and the knowledge that you need from it. So if we get Angel back, we'll let her kind of end out here. She'll probably be back again. But great question. I actually noticed that myself, and I was looking at it. Because I'm gonna tell you this. What was it? Today is it's Wednesday. Between Saturday and yesterday, I was just taking stuff out, and I said, okay. And then today, I said, oh my goodness. I'm like, this thing went crazy. But like Angel said, that is a time for most who know and are knowledgeable about the digital currency, cryptocurrency, is that's a time for opportunity when it goes down. And others, they probably gonna flip out like, oh my gosh, it's down. What are you gonna do? I know you're seeing what's going on a daily basis.
Yeah, and let me just add this to it. Like, there's no other marketplace that we run away from. Prices go down. We actually run to the market, right? If Target's having a sale, if Olive Garden has a 2-for-1, or anywhere that has a sale, we actually run to that market. But when it comes to like the stock market or the crypto market or the foreign exchange market, when it's going down like days like today, people actually like leave it. And again, I'm gonna add this too. Like, if there's unrealized gains or unrealized losses if you never come out. And we gotta stop. You gotta buy and hold it. And hold it. Don't trade it, because you're not trade. The average person is not trading. So again, if you took a 50% hit today or whatever hit that you may have took, do not run. See if you can get some more at this price. These prices, you see it hit like 20,000 or 25,000, and it's now to 40,000. And that's Bitcoin. So if Ethereum went down to like 2,500, it's back up now. So do not run. And like I said, any other market we deal with, when they have 50% off, we run to that market, not from that market. So,
all right. We see you, Andrew. We see you. Like I said again, yes, we can.
Okay, but I didn't know what happened. I thought, well, let me try to go back in. It's interesting. I've been I will tell you, because I was here for my uncle's funeral, and I'm with family now planning for a wedding. I've been just busy, but I remembered having to do this with you. You know, one of the things that I heard said was, you got to understand, some people see opportunities, some people run in fear. I will tell you this. When I watched the Netflix special that they put out about a month ago, I said, ooh, they're going to frighten people. They're talking about scams in certain industries without saying, oh, by the way.
Right.
We're emphasizing scams, but you follow what I'm saying? There are scams in every industry. You follow? I would encourage you to go watch. Well, I wouldn't really encourage anybody, because I was disappointed when they said Money Explained. I was excited. I was like, is somebody really going to start helping people understand money? No, there was propaganda. And at the very beginning, it made it seem as if everything that would give the average person a leg up was a scam. I'm talking about from MLM, which is multi-level marketing, which is from Mary Kay to Avon to even what Trump said, man, if he could start over, he'd do MLM, which is nothing but relationship marketing, moving products one way or the other. If Walmart can sell a product, so can I, whether I choose to just sell it directly online or whether I choose to build a team. And in that way, doing what? Duplicating myself like Walmart and all these other companies. But I looked at it and I said, oh, they're making it look as if every little thing that we could do outside of work a job is kind of bad right now. They looked at one particular coin and said, coins like Bitcoin could be bad. And I said, why'd you throw Bitcoin in there? That's a legitimate, amazing cryptocurrency that actually will empower people. So what if people understand what cryptocurrency is, they'll be like me and they're thinking, ooh, there are going to be some forces that don't want to see this happen because there's a serious transfer of wealth and it'll put the wealth back in our hands because the banks won't be able to do what they do. That is to charge these arbitrary fees, confiscate our money, freeze our money. And so I started thinking, there's going to be an effort to really shut this thing down, but it's going to take the people understanding what's best for them. But also, when prices go down, it's funny when we see that at a store right now. If the store says, I don't care if they say a going out of business sale, where are we going to be? Go
Right
get some. You follow what I'm saying? That's what we're going to be doing, trying to get it at a discount. So for some people, are like, what? I can get it. I don't know what the price is right now because I'm dealing with a wedding and just got out of a funeral situation. I can get it now at what? 20,000. As people become educated themselves and understand what cryptocurrency is, I think they're going to go, wait a minute, this is best for me and my family. This really makes things easier. Like Zimbabwe, I know you know what cryptocurrency is. And when you understand it on that level, you're thinking, oh, no, we can't let this go away. We've got to make sure that every form of legitimate cryptocurrency, which most of them are, you follow what I'm saying, doesn't take the fall for, whether it's a government really thinking, how are we going to get the taxes on these dollars? You know what I'm saying? If we can't get our hands on it, we got to get the taxes on these dollars. When somebody said, well, I don't have a problem paying taxes. I said, let me tell you something. Every point of sale, you're going to pay some taxes. I don't care if it's gas. I don't care if it's clothing. I don't care what it is. You're going to pay taxes at the point of sale. What cryptocurrency does for us is amazing. For me, when I hear it, I just want to see, well, how low will it go so I can buy some extra. You follow what I'm saying? So that's where my mindset is. And I think there are forces out there that don't want to see it happen. But if the average person doesn't listen to the superstars, doesn't listen to, that they learn themselves. Because if the government was so concerned about us knowing and having plenty of money, don't you think they teach it in the school system? Don't you think they would come out and talk about how the banks rip us off every day? Don't you think they talk about this stuff? They would say, by the way, your bank ripped you off out of your retirement. By the way, the 401ks are ripping you off. They don't do that. You follow what I'm saying? And cryptocurrency is for the average person something phenomenal, but you cannot, when you're taking calculated risk. First of all, you don't need to put any money anywhere that you're not willing to lose when it comes to quote unquote investing. You take calculated risk. You don't put anything over anywhere. That's why when stuff like this happens, I go, well, it can go down, it can go back up. It's not going to change my life. I'm not sitting here living off of Bitcoin. And if I were trading it, I would be taking my profits as I go anyway, and then reinvest. You follow what I'm saying? I'd be trading like, hey, I got a little win there. Let me keep going. And people can learn to do that. So it's just an interesting dynamic that people are moved by fear, but they're not afraid to waste money every month. They're not afraid that when they go and throw away the average family $500 to $1,000 every month, they're not fearing, oh my God, the time value of that money, I probably just stole my education, or I just stole a car, I just stole a house. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing how they play on our psychology when it comes to dollars and cents. And we will do things that are counterintuitive. I am sure that something was either said or done that drove people to fear. I posted on Facebook the other day. It's a shame that a person like Elon Musk can come out and just say something, and in the whole world, oh no, you follow. Oh no, I'm gonna pull out. Yeah. When in essence, guys, you guys don't know how much power that crypto gives you. I encourage you to go look up study like what is it really, and it's gonna make you really think. Who's really on your side when it comes to money? Or is there this order of people who really want to have all the money to themselves so they can then control us? You follow what I'm saying? Because cryptocurrency, that's a beast. That fixes, you can't confiscate the money, almost impossible to hack. I mean, just the things that it does, it levels the playing field. You follow? But big banks, when it comes to crypto, that I've always said they're running scared. They're running scared. They're either going to get with the program or they're going to try to destroy the program. So that's just my personal opinion when it comes to cryptocurrency.
Well, that sounds like enough right there.
Sorry, my sister's calling me.
I mean, so like I said, guys, this information, and Angel, thank you so much for being here with us
when you
today. And
understand what it is, and
exactly.
I'm sorry,
Exactly.
it just broke up again.
No, we got
I'm
you.
just gonna be quiet now.
No, but again, like so I didn't have to ask her to drop knowledge on you guys. She just did it. Because that's what she does. That's what she does. So again, you got a wealth of information about what? Wealth. Okay. So if you like, go back and listen to it again to get the replay. Understand what we're talking about, what we're doing. And yes, we had our technical difficulties today, but you know what? That's not going to stop us from keeping on moving forward and doing what we're doing. You know why? Because as you see the banner scrolling at the bottom, Friend of Mine Inc. podcast, invoking conversations, interviews, and insights from industry leaders challenging your mind, your attitude, and your character to look at life from a different perspective, to see things in a different way, and to challenge your mind. Like Angel said, go study it for yourself. Find out what it is. Look it up. And again, we'll put the WGC.
Might I add, if you can hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
That's not to say that there aren't scammers out there. You follow what I'm saying? And there may not need to be some regulation, but in anything involving money and people, there sometimes you just have to have that.
Right.
Isn't the cryptocurrency. Crooks are crooks. The problem isn't the cryptocurrency. The problem is the crooks. And unfortunately, being government is not that the crooks their way into problem. That's an issue. That's not what cryptocurrency is intended to do. So don't people can get rid. I'm speaking.
All right, you're breaking up again, Angel. But we heard a majority of what you said. You breaking up a little bit, but again, and I can elaborate on what you just said. So the cryptocurrency or any currency is not. It's not that it's bad or corrupt. It's the people who want to. Who, like I said, anything dealing with money. Like I said before, money is not corrupt. Currency is not corrupt. It will either it's going to make you more of who you are. So if you're a loving and kind person, it's going to increase that. If you're a hateful and bitter person, it's going to increase more of that, pretty much. So again, thank you, Angel, so much for all of your wealth of knowledge today. We would love to have you back again on the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast. I know my man O had enjoyed you today. Like I said, technical difficulties, but
everybody's frozen. Hello?
Ms. Gina Eason will be with us next week. And so join us then, guys. We appreciate you guys joining us today. And you got anything else before we leave?
No, man. Like I said, it'd be nice to have her on again, man. Get these technical difficulties figured out, because it was a wealth of knowledge. In what we heard was, I mean, you could take that and
exactly.
So
exactly. So thanks so much, guys. And again, for all of us here at the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast, don't forget to think it, speak it, and achieve it. We'll see you guys next week at 7 p.m. for our final Women's Entrepreneurial Series with Gina Eason. Have a great evening, and we will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining the Frame of Mind Inc. podcast. And as always, here at Frame of Mind Inc., think positive thoughts, say positive things, and do positive deeds. As our tagline says, think it, speak it, achieve it. See you next time.
It's a frame of mind. It's what you say and what you do.
Don't forget to check us out on the web at www.frameofmindinc.com, where you can browse our online apparel store, listen to some of our original music and production services, as well as view our videos and projects we've done for our clients and customers.